Okay, howdy kids, Dr. Freedom here with you. This one's going to be quick and dirty, quick and dirty, quick and dirty. Okay. All right. Did I say quick and dirty too many times? Oh, well. Okay, everyone remember the Omega Files tomorrow is going to be Daredevil. We're just going to sit down, give a quick chat about it. So that we're going to have to get that done. I think next week we're going to go ahead and do Ghosts of Mars. And plus I have a little something else on the agenda for next week. After a lovely chat session, we basically were sitting, texting back and forth. I've got an opportunity that I'm really going to enjoy this interview, to interview this lovely woman here, the beautiful Chase Masterson. And it's going to be very interesting because I remember seeing her all the way back when, I was watching Deep Space Nine. Seen her in the movie Terminal Invasion with Bruce Campbell. Also, she's the star of one of my favorite Big Finish audio series, which is Vienna. And lots and lots of stuff to talk about with her. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, but you're here for some more Doctor Who news. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what we got, what we have, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, first up, this is over on Twitter, and this was put out by the Doctor Who official thing. Read-through for episode 10 took place yesterday. Cannot tell you any more at this stage, but we'll do soon. But, of course, you'll notice they've blotted out the shooting titles and whatnot, so not really much you can tell from that. So, but it's weird how they're doing things out of order again because we're just filming. They're finishing up, I think, 7 and 8. I know next week they're doing the police quote-unquote station filming, and word is so far that's going to be out at MOD Carowin again. That means that's going to be no public access, so it's going to be closed set. Okay, next up, let's get into the more big stuff. This one really knocked me for a loop. Peter Capaldi wants classic Doctor Who companion to return. That's right. Carol Ann Ford revealed that Peter Capaldi is keen for her to reprise her role as the original Doctor companion, Susan Foreman. The actress played the Doctor's granddaughter from the show's first episode in November 1963 until 1964 as the Dalek invasion of Earth. She later returned in 1983 as the Five Doctors in the 1993 charity special Dimensions in Time. And she has also returned in Big Finish audio a number of times. I remember right, there was it was called, quote-unquote, An Earthly Child. And I don't want to give away too much. It was a Paul McGann adventure. Okay. Speaking of Doctor Who magazine, in the new issue, Ford recalled, quote, "They invited us to the studios in Cardiff during the filming of Last Christmas. It was great. It was lovely to meet Peter Capaldi, a lovely man. I had seen some of the performances he'd done as Doctor Who, and I didn't like the way they wrote him at the beginning. I thought, what's going on here? Give him a chance. They portrayed him as someone who was so prickly. He started saying, oh, you should come back. And I said, yeah, I'd love to come back. And he was running around the TARDIS saying, she's got to come back. She's got to come back. I asked if she'd be interested in returning. She confirmed, yeah, of course. Are you kidding? Now, Susan was last seen in the opening moments of The Name of the Doctor in 2013. It was played by a body double. Issue 487 of Doctor Magazine is, of course, out now. The thing is, like I said, this is one I would love to see. This was one that should have happened, and I won't go into where and when because we already know where and when. But like I said, I'm not sure if Moffat wants to open that can of worms. And matter of fact, they were trying to shovel over the whole grandfather thing back in 1983 when they did the Five Doctors. One of the stories I remember her talking about was that they didn't want her to call the Doctor grandfather. They had it all over the script. She was going to call him the Doctor. And apparently, if I get the story right, she said that if she didn't get to call him grandfather in the episode, she was going to take a walk. So, she's very passionate about that. Plus, like I said, they've been trying to cover it over for years. Would Moffat tackle such a thing? I don't know. It's just the fact that he's neglected to even have a single, companion from the classic series return in his particular era. Plus the fact this would open up a little bit of controversy because it's been, an on-off thing. We all see, Susan as being the Doctor's granddaughter, but would he be willing to go into it? The whole family thing. Who was Susan's mother? Who was Susan's father? Stuff like that could start popping up. But, you never know what the future holds. You never know. Okay, moving on. Over on the Telegraph, Peter Davison's having another Doctor Who as a son-in-law is rather weird. The Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular Star talks to Adam Sweeting about David Tennant and being happy to slag off Doctor Who. That's right. The actors who played the title role in Doctor Who down the decades have learned that, as the Eagles sang, you can check out any time, but you can never leave. Now, when Peter Davison signed on to play the fifth incarnation of the Timeless Time Lord in 1981, he feared becoming typecast and opted to sign a contract for only 3 years. Matter of fact, if I remember right, Patrick Troughton even told him, get out in 3 years. Or did he go by his example? Someone remind me of that. I could have swore he said something about that. Yet, I mean, more than 30 years later, after he quit the role, the Doctor still looms large in his life. Now, they go on to talk about the spectacular one. It's a very, very nice interview and a talk. Be sure to give it a look over, since I don't have a whole lot of time tonight. I got to go to bed. But it's very, very nice. Well done for the Telegraph. Also, I don't know if they mentioned it further down the line, because I only got a chance to go through this article rather quickly. I was looking at another one, but I discovered this one, and I started going over how it was structured. I liked it better, so that's why I'm putting it out for you. He was also classic Doctor who first returned in Time Crash. Very interesting thing there. Okay, lastly for today, just to keep you Tennant fans a-going video, the new India Effects Doctor Who trailer with Mark Gatiss and David Tennant. If you want, it's linked right here if you want to go watch it. And this was put out on their FX channel on FX India. And I think you'll enjoy it. It's a nifty little thing. Okay, so to be honest with you folks, I had no idea that when I decided to go ahead and start doing interviews, that this was going to fall together so quickly. It's been an amazing, amazing voyage this last new year. I just knew that when coming out this year, I wanted to do something new. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to improve. And one of the things we had always talked about back, when the Omega Files was, coming into its fruition, was, are we going to have any celebrity guests? Well, just the fact I'm getting the interviews done, plus, we do have Sophie Aldred coming back for a Q&A. And then, the interviews themselves has all been, magnificent. Simon Fisher Becker, Sophie Aldred, now Chase Masterson, and then we'll also, see Andrew Nelson, just to name a few. It's been an incredible ride, and I just hope it continues. It's been great, so far this year. Well, until next time, guys, I'm getting out of here before I fall over and faint. Okay, see y'all later. Bye-bye.